He's in the James Ratliff owned car to Campbellsville, Kentucky. The driver hails out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Talked to his mom earlier. They came up from the Tar Heel State, the MG Auto Sales, JRR Motors sales entry. That is Dalton Wilson. Dalton Wilson, 7th of the points in the 18D car. Longhorn Clements. Behind him, the 99B car, the Briggs Transport entry, the veteran out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. That is Rick Boom Briggs. Rick Boom Briggs, one of the 16 drivers with perfect attendance still in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. The Excess Storage 99B Rocket. And coming at you, this is group number 1 hot laps with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Should have the fastest ponytail. Do you see him? Freddie Carpenter. There he is, the C4 car out of Parkersburg, West Virginia, in the Kryptonite Pro Power, the ProTech number C4 car. ProTech Auto Sales, Posky Performance, Octane Race Products, Stutler Motorsports, Johnny L. Boston C4. He didn't have too long of a drive tonight down from Parkersburg. There's the 11 car, 3rd of the Show Me 100 last week, currently 11th in the points in the Craig and Shannon Sims PCC Motorsports. Roth Heating and Cooling, Clyburn Take Lines, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling 11 out of Meridian, Mississippi. This is Spencer Hughes on the main straightaway. Spencer Hughes in car number 11. So that is Group 1 hot laps, Dirt Draft hot laps, here with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Officially now 25 cars entered here tonight. And again, drivers can come run tomorrow. If you're watching and if you're win an hour or two, if you got a steel block, aluminum block, whatever you got, come on down. It pays, by the way, tomorrow night, $2,000 to start. John, $2,000 to start, John and Steve, $2,000 to start. That's pretty good money. That's about what you charge an hour here to Cody, don't you? $2,000 to start tomorrow night. So, hey, come on out. The weather's going to, we know it's going to be hot. We know it's going to be sunny. Come on out and support Mineral Wells at West Virginia Motor Speedway. So Ricky Thornton Jr., that heartbreak last week. By the way, according to the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series rules, now that's the rule we've had all year long, as far as he wasn't disqualified, he was just penalized, dropped 4 spots. So he ended up 5th in the final rundown of the Show Me 100 last week. He currently leads the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points, I mentioned, 115 over Hudson O'Neill. So again, thanks to Sunoco Race Fuels and all of their help for the Sunoco Road to Wheeling. Very, very impressive. 15 drivers got cash awards last Saturday night. And again, we have 16 with perfect attendance, all 16 here tonight. So we mentioned the Rocket House car. And Dustin Jarrett over in Shinston, they get what? They get on Highway 50 to ice,
50.
Yeah.
Runner over. Run 50 the whole way over.
There about 90 minutes away for the Rocket House car. And Hudson O'Neill right now 2nd in the points. Engine issues last weekend. And, Jonathan Davenport ran out of fuel. 12 cautions last weekend, but it's a whole new night tonight.
Yeah, no, it is. And, I mean, it's, look, that Rocket 1 team is just so good as the green flag gets ready to come out here, James. That Rocket 1 team is just so good, man. I mean, that anything less than a win is unsatisfying to that group.
I guess you can call this their home track other than Tyler County, where we will be for the Hillbilly 100 on Labor Day weekend around this 5/8 mile oval on a hazy, hot Friday night with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. There you see Greg Satterley. Got the best video crew in the business, don't we, here on FloRacing, Nav TV on FloRacing. And Hudson O'Neill comes in tonight. He's leading the Castro FloRacing Night in America points. They will continue their season coming up in September, so a little sabbatical for the next few months. As we are in Group 1 Dirt Draft Hot Laps here tonight at West Virginia Motor Speedway. So group number 1 hot laps, Freddie Carpenter 20.202, Ricky Thornton Jr. at 19.705, Boom Briggs at 19.590, Hudson O'Neill 19.588. Then we have Greg Satterley at 19.566, Tyler Brittig at 19.472, Spencer Hughes at 19.383, and the fastest in that group, the 18D car out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Dalton Wilson at 19.215. And Dustin, we talked to Dalton's mom over at the pit gate earlier. She's happy to see her son racing, and he's been very impressive this year. A second at Fairbury, and right now in the Arizona Sports Shirts Crown Jewel Cup, he sits third behind Devin Moran and Spencer Hughes. He's
one of those guys. He and Spencer Hughes both, I think, are the two guys on my radar within the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series the most, James. It's just, you feel like they're on the cusp of getting that first National Touring Series win. We've seen both of them knocking on the door. You had mentioned Dalton Wilson at Fairbury with that good run up through the field and getting that second place finish. Let's not forget about the run he had at East Bay earlier in the year as well, where he almost picked up a win in Speed Weeks.
Do we have a Steve Shaver, Mike Balzano? Have you seen them yet?
I have not. Steve is here somewhere. I know Steve is here somewhere. So
he's the $6 million man. He sold $6 million in real estate last year, so he
move over Jonathan Davenport.
Move over Jonathan Davenport. All right, Dustin, here we go. Group number 2, led up by the 58. Last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year. Currently sitting in 13th in the points. He's in the Mesilla Valley Transportation Roberts Racing entry. He's out of Las Cruces, New Mexico, now living in Dubuque, Iowa. That is Garrett Alberson. Garrett Alberson in the 58. Had a great run going here last year and ended up down here too close to the wall in turn number 4. Behind him, a driver that's 1 year before the number 1 car. That'll be Turbo Tyler Erb, the best performance. Roberts B Company entry out of New Waverly, Texas, the bulk material lift car 1. Behind him in the Lucas Oil 46. Before last year, the last time he was here, he won the Dirt Track World Championship here. He's in the Lucas Oil 46. That is Earl Pearson Jr. Earl Pearson Jr. currently 10th in the points. 40 career wins for the 4-time series champion. And behind him in the 113, that is Brandon Francis. Brandon racing with us tonight, the 2nd straight year. And he comes to us out of Parkersburg, West Virginia in the 113 car. In a Longhorn, Perry's Auto Repair car. There's the 20. He was not here a year ago. In fact, a year ago, Dustin, it was the first race he had missed in 14 years. Jimmy Owens back with us tonight. He had a string of 5 straight top 10s until last week of the Show Me 100. And the kill switch behind what sits behind the driver, you get a shot of it there. On the deck behind the driver is a kill switch. A piece of mud hit that, killed the motor.
Came up, killed the motor, absolutely. He had a good chance at a top 5 run last week. And don't forget, James, he's looking to continue his streak of winning a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race. Once again this year, he's won a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series race in 16 straight seasons.
Incredible. Eddie Carrier Jr. out there, also the 66 junior, former winner here. He's in the Cosner Racing entry out of Fairmont, West Virginia. Also Ross Robinson in the 7, the Stokely Materials. Sandy, the Frozen Farmers entry out of Georgetown, Delaware. And the 111 leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year in the Briggs Transport Excess Storage Rocket. That is Max Blair. Max Blair out of Centerville, PA in the 111. As we are in Group 2, Eddie Carrier Jr. Only was quickest at 19.689. Now it's Earl Pearson Jr. at 19.418. Here in Group 2, Jimmy Owens up to second at 19.582. In that Reese Monument Company, Tim Short, Auto Group, Rocket, Vic Hill. EPJ 19.418. And Dustin, I talked with Robbie Blair, Max's dad. Max has won here, not only in a super, but also in a crate car here at West Virginia Motor Speedway.
Yeah, he won in a crate car here back, and I think it was, he told me, man, before the track was reconfigured, if my memory serves me correctly, so it would have been, what, like 2008, 2010, somewhere in that time frame. By the way, outside of Miami, Florida, is this not the biggest gathering of Miami Dolphins fans you've seen at any racetrack this year? Myself, Max Blair, his wife Brandy, of course their kids, Matt Cosner, John and Cody Watson. I mean, fins up, baby.
Bob Greasy, Dan Marino, Larry Zonka.
Yes.
They're all here. 17T car. That is Tyler Evans. Tyler Evans out of Mineral Wells, West Virginia. His first time with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He's in the Evans Construction Longhorn Mullins, the 17T car. And behind him, I believe the 99 car. That is Devin Moran. Devin Moran, the Show Me 100 winner last week, 5th in the points. A winner here a year ago. And the Big River Steel C&W Trucking entry for Roger Sellers Double Down Motorsports. There's the 17T of Tyler Evans. Glad to have him on board with his first time with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series from right here in Mineral Wells, West Virginia. In behind him, the 99 of Devin Moran, also in this group. '39 car. He's in the Paler Motorsports, Mega Plumbing in the Carolinas, Longhorn, the two-time and reigning series champion, Tim McCready. Tim McCready out of Watertown, New York, currently sitting in fourth in the points. There's the 71R car. He owns a win here in his career at West Virginia Motor Speedway. That is Rod Conley out of Wheelersburg, Ohio. The 76 car, the Muscle Factory entry for Wells Motorsports. That is Brandon Overton. Brandon Overton out of Evans, Georgia. The 66C is Matt Cosner. He's out of Ridgely, West Virginia. And the 49 car, the reigning historic 100 winner, that is Jonathan Davenport. Jonathan Davenport, the Nutrient Ag Solutions Longhorn Clements powered entry tonight. He comes to us out of Blairsville, Georgia. Ed Schumann scheduled to be out there as well in the Zero car out of Mineral Wells, West Virginia. Dirt Draft Group number 3 in the books for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Tim McCready, 19.164. Jonathan Davenport, 19.205. 19.410. Brandon Overton, Devin Moran at 19.490. Dustin, Tim McCready, second in a two-time and reigning series champion, still looking for his first win of the year here on June the 2nd, 2023.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? He picked up a couple wins in Speed Weeks, of course, at Volusia earlier in the season, but to be a two-time and reigning Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series champion and not have your first series win of the year, I know that I know it eats away at him and that team, man. But I tell you what, he's got some real big money races coming up between here this weekend, of course, Smoky Mountain in a couple weeks. We go into these big money races, you know as well as I do. That's where that Paylor Motorsports team really seems to shine.
And it is. I'm very glad to see Brandon Overton. He'll run the rest of the season. He's put it on his schedule the rest of the season in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. That's good for the series, and it's good for us.
Yeah, three-time.
You and I. Good for you and I as well. Good for Brandon Overton,
it's good for us. I don't know how good it is for the competition. As good as Overton has been here the last few years, man. He's already got 7 wins on the season spread out across different disciplines of dirt late model racing. Of course, he picked up our 2 wins back at Golden Isles earlier this year and did get a $50,000 payday with the Outlaws down at Talladega.
All right, Steve Davis, are you ready? All right, Steve Davis, turn it over. Hot laps coming up next. I love it. How many cars you got tonight? A bunch. 37, huh? All right, brother. You know everyone's name, right? All right. You go right ahead, sir.
Well, we want to welcome everyone once again to the West Virginia Motor Speedway here tonight. 37 entrants in the front-wheel drive SCDRA 4-cylinders come from 10 states. Everything from Maine, James, to Florida, and Tuscumbia, Alabama. His drivers are here, so they are travelers.
Yeah, and they're running for a big purse tomorrow night, White. $12,000 to win.
$12,000. $12,000 is the amount, and trying to sort the sheets out as these drivers are pretty much new to all of us. At 42 on the front straightaway, you see making his way by is Jeff Huber out of Mayport, Pennsylvania, the number 4 car, and we have a plethora of number 4s, I might add, is Kevin Kinsey out of Jackson, Ohio.
This is not Randall Chupp, the 114, right?
It's similar to, it's Randall Chupp Light, we will call it.
Randall Chupp Light.
Yes.
I like the wheels on that car. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
They aren't. These are some impressive looking cars, and a lot of these guys have a lot of time and effort put into them. The number 21 on the track, that's a Ricky Weaver Jr. out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. That's a home of Snyder's potato chips. That's a bit of trivia that you didn't need, right, James?
I did not know that.
You did not know that.
Who's in 42? That is not Todd Andrews.
No, that is Jeff Huber, once again from Mayport, Pennsylvania. He is he's one of the many Keystone State drivers that are here tonight. And two-time feature winner, we understand, with the series. That 22 car, 22 MWP, it's a blue and orange car. Tonight driven by Toby Wilson, a local driver out of Washington, West Virginia, and one of the many time feature winners here in the Mid-Ohio Valley, that car. The 22 entrant on the front straightaway, plain 22, is Wayne Brenzy out of Bedford, PA. They're getting ready to go green. That 114 car on the front straightaway is not the light car, we might add. That's Josh France out of Reynoldsburg, Pennsylvania. The H15 entrant is Luke, or A.J. Hoffner. I believe that's Luke Hoffner's son out of East Berlin, Pennsylvania. And he is the defending point champion, we understand, in this series. Big time problems on that number 4 car. He's looks like he's got a dragging that right rear leg around the track. I've seen dogs do that when they get hit by cars, but these cars got hit by a dog maybe in this case.
You're talking about 5? You're talking about car 5?
No, I believe it was car number 4. It's turning in the infield right now. If you check out that right, the 5's got significant problems too. Looks like the color of the paint might be one of them. Lord, I apologize, but that's some ugly green there. I got to tell you,
that's not a Rodney Combs 5, though.
No,
it's that
not.
One there. We got a little action, not a little attitude there, don't we?
Yeah, it's a 7-Eleven though on the front straightaway. That's Kenny Long Jr. out of Mansfield, Ohio. There's the number 4 crossing the track. You see that. That is not the way he intended his hot lap session to go. They're going to have a work on a strut, it looks to me like, or the end of the hub. 83 mile an hour average lap, we're told by our head score here. It's recorded. These cars are on the transponders, just the same as the late models are. And they are making some pretty quick laps if you think about that in a 4-cylinder. That's an average time. That's not...
State police could go up there on 77 get a good shot down the straightaways.
They could for a fact. Group 2 makes its way onto the Speedway, James. And the 6-pack is one car in the middle backstretch that I am familiar with. It is another multi-time winner. The driver is Chris Wise out of Thurman, Ohio. That's a good-looking ride that he has, and he does quite a bit of traveling.
He's got him a Bloomquist window net there, looks like, doesn't he?
He's definitely got a nice-looking wrap on that car. That car stands out about with any of them. The 7 car, I believe that's the 7R Rob Rudisell of Hanover, Pennsylvania. A lot of Hanover drivers here today.
Home of Bobby Allen.
That's right, Scruffy.
Yep.
I can remember when Scruffy would come down to this part of the world, race at the Ohio Valley Speedway for those invitational races. The one on the front straightaway, Josh Adkins out of Canton, Georgia. And like I said, we have drivers from about everywhere. The 13 car on the front straightaway right now is Jason Manick Porter, we understand. He is out of Freeport, Maine.
It's Porter, right? we talked about this for an hour. So it is Porter.
So he is the main maniac, we understand.
He's Mr. and Mrs. Porter's son. Is that him right there? 20? You said 13. Okay. It's a good-looking car there, 10.
The 10 car is Isaac Gibson out of Tuscumbia, Alabama. Got the hay in the barn, James, and they're ready to go racing there.
Roll Tide, Steve Davis.
Roll Tide, buddy. Shannon Weaver out of Dunn, North Carolina, in the number 5 entry. Trying to run in the back straightaway, believe had some oil, rear end, or transaxle, I guess, fluid. No rear ends in these cars, are there, James? James is speechless right now.
No nitrous oxide either, right?
I'm not sure with those times that they turned that first group. Maybe one of them's got that. The 777J, God's perfect number. That's Jeff Erb out of Hanover, Pennsylvania. Another one of the Hanover posse. It's here tonight.
That's Jeff Erb, as in Tyler Erb?
That is correct. ERB.
777. Not Jared Landers.
11 herbs and spices here and tonight.
Spices. I like that car.
So the guys are coming up to speed, getting after it now as we've got hot lap session number 2 for our front wheel drive 4 cylinders on the track. 92, Terry Hartlaw out of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I heard a couple about 150 years ago they had a little bit of a scrap up there. And beautiful place, beautiful place. Love to visit Gettysburg. Ricky Weaver Jr. in the 21 out of Hanover, Pennsylvania on the track. Number 10, Isaac Gibson, once again, the Alabama driver.
I heard somebody say they qualify 10 at a time. Is that right? 10 at a time.
That's very likely. These guys do a good job at of getting separate, and very rarely does a front wheel drive car spin out. That's the one really good thing about them.
Good.
Looks like we have
Shaver in one of these.
Oh,
put a 30 on there.
Steve Shaver could still race a roller skate around here and make it fast. And that'll complete session number 2 for the SCDRA front wheel drive 4 cylinders. Well, I am impressed, James, with some of these guys towing from Maine, Alabama, Florida. It's incredible.
12,000 to win tomorrow night.
That would encourage me to tow a ways too if I had a car
drive up here in one of the. If I had a Chevette still, or I used to have a Chevette.
We pronounced shove it when we had one once. They were, overhauled an engine. A friend of mine, Alan's out there in the crowd somewhere, and I helped my brother by overhauling an engine for him out of a shove-it, and I never seen anything. You could drag your feet on the ground and stop that car quicker than the brakes did. It was horrible.
Have we had anybody here from Parts Unknown yet?
Not yet. Okay. We seem to have hometowns for everyone thus far. They all seem to have been born somewhere.
And they're in numerical order, right?
Absolutely. Numerical, alphabetical, and chronological. All bases are covered at the West Virginia Motor Speedway. We want to thank Jan Dills, attorney at law. She's proud to be a premier sponsor and partner here at the West Virginia Motor Speedway as a return of the title partner of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series this weekend. Headquartered in Parkersburg, West Virginia, serving clients nationwide with veterans disability, Social Security disability, and personal injury claims. Offices are located in 5 West Virginia locations, including Parkersburg, Charleston, Logan, Huntington, and Beckley, as well as their Charlotte, North Carolina office. Give Jan Dills a call toll-free at 877-JAN-DILLS. That's 877-JAN-DILLS. For free, or not free, it's a toll-free call, but for legal expert representation that is expert, call Jan Dills. She won't take no for an answer.
She will take credit cards and cash, though, right? It's not free. Oh, my. Oh, my. You know Tiffany, my producer, is from West Virginia, so you got to watch it. What she said. So are you. Who's
Brandon, the
car?
Rooster Gibson in that 132. He's out of Verona, Kentucky, and he's a hot shoe in this class. Keep your eyes on him. The 964 entrant right behind him is one of our relatively local drivers. He's out of Portsmouth, Ohio. And that's Jamie Harper. Some of the cars not recording a transponder. That number 4 you're looking at, that's Dennis Adkins. He's out of Portland, Ohio. Adkins is with a long racing history in the Mid-Ohio Valley. They always ran a Ford power plant. And behind him is the 4 of Kevin Kinsey out of Jackson, Ohio, I believe, team cars. Brooklet, Georgia is the home of Andrew Smith. He drives the number 62 entry. The 516 car is Mark Whitzel out of Cassville, Pennsylvania. The 12 entry is Hunter Stevens. Kenna, West Virginia is his hometown. The 11 on the back straightaway, that's Adam Del Grossa. And the 54 car we see located on the back stretch is Brandon Dalton out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. And we understand Patrick Wilbarger driving the number 4 that went for a loop in turns 1 and 2. He was a feature winner in this class in the 2022 season here at the West Virginia Motor Speedway. I believe in the season curtain closer last year. The 99 car on the front straightaway is Mark Lawrence out of Erie, Pennsylvania. It looks like everyone's righted and headed the correct direction. We'll be ready to go back to green. The S3 entry, another one of the local cars here in the Mid-Ohio Valley. The car normally and a 62 car on the back straightaway. We understand the winningest SCDRA racer in the country. That's Andrew Smith out of Brooklet, Georgia. So he passes under the flag stand with their along with Gibson and the G1 car. Keep an eye on both those entrants. And S3 is Josh Ayers as we get back to them, Parkersburg driver, and the 52 is Matt Schofield out of Parkersburg. So I believe that will complete hot laps for our SCDRA front wheel drive 4 cylinders. So James, it looks like the hot lap sessions for the 4 cylinders are complete, and now it's time to get down to business with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series qualifications.
Good crowd, Steve. Very good crowd on hand tonight on a Friday night. Again, tomorrow night, completely new show tomorrow night, 50,000 to win, 50 laps, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, fans, if you're within driving distance watching tonight on MAV TV on FloRacing, come on out. It's going to be hazy, hot, and humid. We're going to have a great time out here tomorrow night. A lot of vendors down here, Arizona sports shirts, a lot of T-shirts, great concession stands as well. And stop down here to the right of the main grandstand area. So a complete show tomorrow night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series tomorrow night. So again, new entrants are accepted tomorrow night. So it's not you have to race tonight nor tomorrow night. It is a points night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series championship points on the line. Well, coming up next, we'll have all-star performance time trials for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. You're watching it live here on MAV TV on FloRacing from West Virginia Motor Speedway.
At Big River Steel, we've always been known as innovators. We dared to make new rules as the world's first flex mill, including supplying the auto and electrical industries with steels that other mills like us can't, all while showing what it means to be a sustainable steelmaker. We're proud to be the world's first and only LEED-certified steel production facility. Now, as part of U.S. Steel, we're committed to making steels that are best for all. You could say it's the innovator in us.
Racing has always been in my blood. But that doesn't mean I didn't have to work hard. Or that we couldn't have a little fun. And a lot of fun to have. No matter the terrain or the vehicle. For whatever I do, General Tire delivers.
Protect the Harvest was created to defend and preserve American freedoms and to support farmers, ranchers, outdoor enthusiasts, and animal owners. Protecting agriculture, protecting our rights, our traditions, our rural way of life. Protecting America. To get involved, please visit our Facebook page or protecttheharvest.com. Support us by donating today. Protect the Harvest is a nonprofit 501c3 corporation registered in Missouri.
You were born for this. Where most people see a chore list, you see chances to do better work. Rhino mowers are built different from the inside out, making them the best tool for the job. Do your best work with a new Rhino 4155 Flex Wing mower and take on brush up to 4.5 inches in diameter. Rhino's 5150 Flex Wing takes down 5-inch brush with ease. Call your dealer now to take advantage of industry-leading engineering and helpful financing. You were born for this. Rhino, born to lead.
You're watching the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series here on MAV TV on FloRacing. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is brought to you by Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. By Protect the Harvest, keeping American traditions alive for future generations. And by Lucas Oil, keep that engine alive. Welcome back here to West Virginia Motor Speedway, night one of the historic 130 laps tonight, 10,000 to win. Tomorrow night, we'll do 50 laps, I mentioned, for 50,000 to win. It will be an Arizona Sport Shirts Crown Jewel Cup race. And Devin Moran right now leads that after winning the Show Me one there last week. Then it's Spencer Hughes, Dalton Wilson, Tim McCready, Jimmy Owens, and Brandon Overton, your top six. By the way, hitting it tonight in the Dirt Draft Fastest Hot Lap. Who says hot laps don't pay? Because it does in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. They'll get a cash award at our year-end awards banquet. Hudson O'Neill and Jonathan Davenport had came in with 3 hot lap awards apiece heading into tonight. There's the Arizona Sports Shirts. Be sure to stop down there. Check out all the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series racewear. Not sure about the sweatshirts and hoodies this weekend, but you're going to need them soon. You're going to need them sooner than later, so stop down there. There you see a shot of the massive hillside across the front there. Not bad at all on a Friday night. Well, Greg Satterley's going to be up first here tonight in qualifying the All-Star Performance Time Trials at the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Veteran driver, former Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series regular out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. He's in the Satterley Motorsports Kaiser Manufacturing FCO Classic Inc. Rocket Clements. He'll be followed by the C4, the fastest ponytail. He's out of Parkersburg, West Virginia. That'll be Freddie Carpenter. Freddie Carpenter, he is in the ProTech Auto Sales, Poske's Performance Parts, Octane Race Products, Chatham and Sun Tile, Stutler Motorsports, Johnny L. Boston General Contractors, Kryptonite Pro Power, C4, followed by the 11th in the points. He's in the Craig and Shannon Sims, PCC Motorsports, Longhorn Clements. It'll be Spencer Hughes. Spencer Hughes out of Meridian, Mississippi. He's in the Clyburn Take Lines, Professional Concrete Cutting and Drilling, Roth Heating and Cooling LLC, Link Construction, Bilstein Shocks, Wicks Filters, Indiana USSA, Fast Pitch Softball, Bob and Tammy Burton, VP Fuels, Pee Wee's Performance Exhaust, Schaefer Trucking and CFM Truck Repair, Ryder Cantillo, the crew chief on the 11 of Spencer Hughes. Greg Satterley down the back straightaway. Around this 5/8 mile track, Freddie Carpenter off the pace at turn number 2. And the Gorsuch Performance Solutions caution out.
James, he got down to the end of the front straightaway. It almost sounded like he threw a drive shaft, but I don't see one laying on the racetrack anywhere. He was at full speed, and that or a timing belt or something came off of it because he was at the end of the front straightaway. It was right like that. I don't see a drive shaft out there anywhere, but I could be missing it. It could be in one of my blind spots. But either way you look at it, the C4 now not under its own power over in turn number 3.
Well, hopefully he'll get that car fixed and run a night course up the road at Parkersburg, West Virginia. Fan favorite here at West Virginia Motor Speedway whenever the gates are open. If you're looking for some Spencer Hughes merch, in that number 11, the Craig and Shannon Sims PCC Motorsports car, there scan the QR code on your screen for those at home watching MAV TV on FloRacing and pick you up some Spencer Hughes. So close to getting that first career win in a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, 3rd in the Show Me 100 last Saturday night at Lucas Oil Speedway. So Freddie Carpenter's parked outside of turn number 2 here at West Virginia Motor Speedway. Hopefully we'll be able to run here tonight. So Greg Satterley and Spencer Hughes yet to turn a lap here at All-Star Performance Time Trials as they head for the green flag for the Indiana, Pennsylvania driver. Greg Satterley, 3 career wins in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. He'll be with us at Lernerville, the Firecracker 100 coming up at the end of June. And he performs well on the big track. Spencer Hughes also out there in car 11, lap 1 for Greg Satterley. $19,398,19398. Ricky Thornton Jr. also out the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader. He comes to us out of Martinsville, Indiana. Spencer Hughes' first lap, 19.511. Thornton's first lap is 19.511. First lap for Hughes, 19.594. Second lap for Hughes. And he'll butt up the second at 19.260, 19260. And RTJ lap 2. And he'll go fast time, 18.939, 18939 for the 20 RT of the current series points leader, Ricky Thornton Jr. in the Big River Steel, Hoker Trucking, Subsurface of Indiana, Dyno 1 Inc., Westside Tractor Sales, D&D Outside Services, Certified Inspection, Midwest Sheet Metal, Sunoco, Bilstein, Murdy Farms, Anthony Burrows, the crew chief on the Todd, and Vicky Burns, SSI Motorsports, Longhorn Clements up next to 99B out of Bear Lake, Pennsylvania. It'll be Boom Briggs. Boom Briggs at 99B, the 16 out of Decorah, Iowa. In the Skylight Motorsports, Capital Clements, that will be Tyler Bruning. Tyler Bruning in car 16. Boom Briggs, he's in the Excess Storage, Corey Rubber Corporation, Meridian Hardwoods, Valvoline, Penske Shocks, Creekside Auto Sales, Tucker Drums, Northeast Paving, Seal Code, Briggs Transport. Boom Briggs, 19915, 19915. Here comes Tyler Bruning. Tyler Bruning, first time here, fourth quick at 19.462 in the Bruning Rock Products. Olson Explosives, Brown's Heavy Equipment, Bennett Explosives, Base Fuels, Truck Country, Carolina Concrete Fishing, Penske Shocks. And the 18D of Dalton Wilson, second quick at 19.050 on the James Radcliffe Longhorn by Wells. Clements, Boom Briggs. He'll stay at 19.601. That is sixth. Here's Bruning. Can he pick it up? And he'll stay at 19.439, fifth. And Dalton Wilson, 19.050, be his quick lap. That's second quickest overall. Nick Hardy, the crew chief on that MGL Auto Sales, the Auto Outlet, Grant Lee Farms, JRR Motor Sales, All Trucks Repair, Innovative Community Solutions, 18D. Up next, the driver currently second of the points, leading the Kestrel Flow 9 in America points as well. That'll be Hudson O'Neill out of Martinsville, Indy, into the Mark Richards Racing Rocket Durham, followed by the 58. Last year's O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year out of Dubuque, Iowa. In the Ken Beth Roberts Black Diamond Clements, that'll be Garrett Alberson. And out there to be the 66 junior. He's out of Fairmont, West Virginia, 52-year-old Eddie Carrier Jr. in the Matt Cosner Rocket Corvette. Hudson O'Neill in the Valvoline, Sorbert Calf Ranges, Rocket Pre-Owned Motors, Ace Metal Works, Petro Towing, Gunners Honey, WR1 Sim Chassis, O'Neill Salvage and Recycling, Sunoco Integra Performance Grading. O'Neill, 7th at 19.782, Alberson at 19.852, Eddie Carrier Jr., 6th at 19.486 in the Global Truck Outfitters Line X, Nelson Auto Sales, RH Lap Mechanical Contractors, Benson Designs, Monty Auto Parts, 66. Alberson remains 9th at 19.825. O'Neill picks it up to 5th at 19.374. ECJ and Eddie Carrier Jr. 7th. That'll be his quick lap. Will be 19.486, 194.86. Garrett Alberson in the Mesilla Valley Transportation, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Bill Sports Shop, DunRightTV.com, Bill Stein Shocks, Orion Tire and Repair, Sunoco Midwest Sheet Metal, Romer Machine and Welding, Justin Tharp, the crew chief on 58. Here's the 7 with his wife Amanda Whaley Robinson, the crew chief. It'll be Ross Robinson out of Georgetown, Delaware, in the Ken Adams Longhorn Clements, Stokely Materials, Iron Source Sales and Rentals, Sandy the Frozen Farmers, ML Joseph Sand and Gravel, Wesley Collins Builders, Top Notch Custom Concepts, Atlantic Prime Mortgage, First Aid Roof and Exterior Cleaning, Penske VP, Boswell Oil Wells Motorsports, followed by the 46 of Earl Pearson Jr. in the Jason Pappage Longhorn Clements. He's out of Jacksonville, Florida, in the Lucas Oil Pappage Construction, Burger Trucking, Bill Stein Shocks, Sunoco, Sierra Pacific Materials, Midwest Sheet Metal, C&D Contractors and Developers Bonding, Millard Family Chapels, Hope Trucking, 46, J.C. Crockett, the crew chief on that car, and Brandon Francis, the 113 out of Parkersburg, West Virginia, in the Longhorn AA Racing Engine, Perry's Auto Repair Entry. Robinson as Earl Pearson Jr. So coming up next will be four-time series champion, 80 career wins. It'll be Jimmy Owens in the 20 out of Newport, Tennessee. He's in the Kohler Motorsports Rocket Vic Hill Race Monument Company, Boom Test Well Service, Tim Short Auto Group, 5-Star Metal Buildings, George Arms Ammunition, Ultimate Towing and Recovery, Capital Electric Tennessee, Redline Oil, Goodrich Fluids to Transfer, Capital Waste, Midwest Sheet Metal, 20 to 111, leading the O'Reilly Auto Parts Rookie of the Year chase out of Centerville, PA, in the Rocket Clements. Fort Briggs Transport, that'll be Max Blair, the Excess Storage, Creekside Auto Sales, Tucker Drums, Valvoline, Penske, Murphy's Logging, C&J Dairy 111, Tyler Urban, the best performance sports Rocket Clements tonight with a 26-year-old 9th in the points. He's in the bulk material lift, Base Fuels, Anthony's Pizza, First Class Septic, Roberts B Company, Penske Shocks, Sandy Weld, Inc., number 1. Jimmy Owens now third quick at 19.147 in car 2019 147. Tyler Bisbus left 19.558 for the number 1 at 19.558. Max Blair his quick lap 19.832. Brandon Overton will be up next, third of the points to 76 out of Vivint, Georgia, the Wells and Sons Motorsports, Longhorn Clements, Garnto Southern, Victory Fuel, of Flavored Electrolyte Water, Muscle Factory, Clean Way Clearing and Grading, Dirt Mafia, Boswell Oil, RW Powell Construction, Penske Shocks, Easy Go, Earn Out Technologies, Convenient Loop, H&A Development, Kent Fager, the crew chief. 66C out of Ridgely, West Virginia, the Rocket Corvette, that is Matt Costner, and the Global Truck Outfitters, Linex, Nelson Auto Sales, RH Lab Mechanical Contractors, Vincent Designs, Monty Auto Parts 66, and the 17T out of Mineral Wells, West Virginia, Tyler Evans and the Longhorn Mullins, Evans Construction and Paving, Mason, Robert Evans. Over to 19546. Tyler Evans at 19601, 19601 for Evans. Brandon Overton is quick lap 19416, 19416 for the 76 car. He'll be chasing his first Lucas Oil Championship this year. Up next to be the 99. Out of Dresden, Ohio to be Devin Moran, the Roger Sellers, Double Down Motorsports, Longhorn, Cornette, Lazy D's RV, the RV Authority, Big River Steel, C&W Trucking, Bilstein Shocks, CarSourceAuto.com, Red Oak Pub. Also Smoky Mountain Speedway, Lincoln Smith Racing, McHugh Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Midwest Sheet Metal 99. Tim McCready, the 39 out of Watertown, New York, two-time reigning series champion. He is in the Paler Motorsports, Longhorn, Cornette, Mega Plumbing of the Carolinas, Racing for Heroes, Bilstein Shocks, Armslist.com, Baker Mitchell Company, Integris, Risk Solutions, Red Bin Trucking, the Aesthetic House, Scott Faker, the crew chief on the 39. We'll get you caught up here on some times. Tim McCready right down officially third, 19.136, 19.136. Jonathan Davenport eighth at 19.344. Moran seventh, 19.332. So Jonathan Davenport in the Lansadar, Landers, Double L Motorsports, Longhorn, Clements, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Dynagrow Seed, Lucas Oil Products, Bilstein Shocks, VP, Mark Martin Automotive, Mega Plumbing in the Carolinas, ASC Warranty, Midwest Sheet Metal, Corey Phosphate, the crew chief, the 71R. Out of Wheelersburg, Ohio, that'll be Rod Conley, Hot Rod in the Rocket Dream. Conley Trucking, Shane Custom Decals to 0 out of Mineral Wells, West Virginia. Be the veteran Ed Schumann. Ed Schumann in the yellow car, number 0. Rod Conley, 20.357, 20357. Schumann at 21.473, 21473. Rod Conley at 20.073. All right, your top 10 officially here. And 10th will be Brandon over to the 19th. Well, 10th was Brandon over, 9th was Hudson on the 8th, Jonathan Davenport, 7th, Devin Moran, 6th, Spencer Hughes, 5th, Greg Satterley, 4th, Jimmy Owens, 3rd, Tim McCready, 2nd, Dalton Wilson. And ladies and gentlemen, your fastest qualifier overall with a time of 18.939, your current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader. How about it out of Martinsville, Indiana, for Ricky Thornton Jr., the #1 ranked dirt late model driver in the
Well, James, Ricky Thornton Jr. indeed gets the All-Star Performance Fast Time Award here tonight at West Virginia Motor Speedway. Ricky, it's always good to go out and get that All-Star Performance Fast Time Award. I'm going to guess it's even more meaningful at the 5/8 mile speed plate here, knowing you're going to start your heat race on the front row.
Yeah, it's huge. The track and that. The track's a little drier than I think we all kind of anticipated there, but it just shows how good our Clements motor runs, how good Burrows and the boys have been busting their butt, and his Bill Stein shocks, Longhorn chassis really got us rolling this year. So hopefully we can win our heat race, put us on the pole for the future here later. Got to thank all the fans, everybody for coming out, everybody back home watching.
It's got to be a cool feeling when you're out there on this racetrack, man. You're going down these long straightaways and you look up and you see just a sea of fans, a sea of seats up there on that terraced hillside.
Yeah, no, it's definitely awesome. Honestly, I think probably the coolest part about here is all lawn chairs. There's no big grandstands there on the front straightaway, so it's kind of, you just have that old school feeling the whole time. So hopefully we can do well here later on and put on a show for everybody.
All right, he is your All-Star Performance Fast qualifier tonight. Don't forget his merchandise, as James mentioned, is available at the Boom Briggs and Max Blair souvenir stand. How about it one more time, Mineral Wells, for your overall All-Star Performance Fast qualifier, Ricky Thornton Jr.
All right, Dustin, for those fans that aren't watching MAV TV on FloRacing, get you some merch for Ricky Thornton Jr., the current Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points leader. Scan the QR code. By the way, in the latest DirtOnDirt.com poll that came out this week, on Tuesday, each and every